I think it's really important to remember that volunteering is always contextual. Depending on the reality that you find yourself in, volunteering shapes what you do, how you do it, when you do it, and so on. So we know that historically, part of volunteering was very much missionary driven. And folks in Africa used to say the missionaries came with the Bible in one hand and the gun in the other hand and colonized us while trying to promote European colonialism. And it's given that history, it is so critically important that this project has got to the stage that it has, because it is attempting in part to actually reverse the kind of relationships Europe had with Africa historically, one of which was dominated by exploitation by Europe of Africa's resources and its people. And volunteering exchange does two things. One, it is saying, it's breathing life into democracy at the local and national level. But in a world that we live in today, where we need to create global and regional institutions that can promote greater cooperation, greater unity, greater integration, is where it's so critically important that international exchanges, and the one that we are celebrating today as part of the Ubuntu Awards, brings that home in a very powerful and eloquent way, and it needs to be expanded. And I think the example that today's award is giving, not just to us in Africa and Europe, but to the world at large, is saying we've got to get better at breaking down the barriers that exist, whether it's geographical, whether it's religious, whether it's sectoral, whether you work in health and I work in education and so on. This project meets particular needs within the local community by enabling volunteers to support and organize sports activities in schools and training local people to continue such instruction for the benefit of young people. They do not only try to solve today's problems, but also to find the solution for the future. In the context of a strict approach to schooling, whatever that is, the volunteers introduced sports and created a close and easygoing atmosphere between students and teachers. For this reason, the Bronze Award is given to the Campagne des Hommes, which is in Togo. Innovation is the heart of this project. Innovation in managing the volunteers, innovation in introducing new technologies, innovation in giving the volunteers the task of creating and implementing their ideas. By enabling volunteers to support the youth clubs and other projects established in Komenda, Ghana, and by working towards closer cooperation between Germany and Ghana in the selection, preparation, and hosting of the volunteers, the Silver Award goes to the African Information Movement of Ghana. A project that is outstanding in the support, training, and empowerment that it affords to volunteers, and the way in which it recognizes the extent to which they have been able to improve the quality of life of the children that reside in their children's home. It is also noteworthy for encouraging volunteers to introduce innovative and sustainable programs, and for the integration with the administration, programs, and the staff of the home. In view of these attributes, the jurors unanimously decided to award the Gold Award to the Durbanville Children's Home in Cape Town, South Africa.
overwhelmed. I'm very honoured to be given the prize, and I think also humbled by being given such amazing projects throughout Africa and hearing and seeing what amazing work is happening. The time I spent with the finalists, it was totally unexpected. I just want to thank everybody, all the jurors for all their hard work, all the members of Ubuntu, the partners. It's just an amazing experience, and I now feel inspired and motivated to just go out there and keep on trying to make a difference and encouraging young volunteers in Africa and in Europe to continue the good work. And for me personally, it's an amazing award because I myself left the corporate world a few years ago to do volunteering, and everybody thought that I was crazy and that I was throwing away a good job. But I knew that I wanted to go out there and do something, and I became a volunteer. And then I got a job at a children's home, and then I set up a volunteer program. So this award for me just reinforces the fact that if you believe in yourself and go out there, you can make a difference and hopefully inspire other people. So I'm very excited, and it's just been a very emotional day for me. But thank you very much to everyone who made it possible.
And I was thinking about something that connects Europe and Africa and all the peoples of the world. I don't know whether you know this, but now there's absolutely no doubt about the fact that humanity started in Africa. It's the Rift Valley from Kenya to Ethiopia. And so whether people know this or not, ultimately we're all Africans. Because see, what happened was when people moved away, when the continent split, they went to Australia and they worked their way back to Europe. And sadly, some of you have this problem that you lost pigmentation along the way. But at the end of the day, we're all Africans. So here's a very simple song with 2 words in it. Pambili Africa, which means forward with Africa, but given that we're all Africans, so it's forward with the world. Okay, so it goes like this. You can repeat it. Pambile, 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 Pambile i Africa. Pambile, 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 Pambile i Africa. Okay, one more time. You ready? Okay, one more time. Pambile, 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 Pambile i Africa. Pambile, 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 Pambile.